What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kendall. Hope you guys are having a great day out there. But for today, I'm actually going to be diving into some of the mamas and papas. Now, this is a group I definitely have heard of. It's like one of those things where you're like, oh, I definitely have heard of this group, but I've never actually listened to them. But I'm going to be reacting to their song California Dreamin', sorry. This is a first time reaction. I've never listened to this one, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. This is the Mamas and the Papas, and this is California Dreamin'. Here we go.
All the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray, I just for a walk on a winter's day, I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA, California dreaming on such a winter's day. Stopped into a church, I passed along the way.
I like the sound.
Well, I got down on my knees, and I pretend to pray. You know the preacher like the cold. He knows I'm gonna stay. California dreaming on such a winter's
All right, so right away, I just have to say, I mean, this is definitely like I know this was released in the 60s, so it definitely has that 60s feel to it. And you can also just tell just by the clothes, the hair. And it's so funny how you can tell like which like when a song or something was released, you can just tell what decade it was just by like the outfits or the hair alone. But like I mentioned in my intro, I had heard of the Mamas and the Papas, but I had never listened to them. It's like they're one of those groups where you're like, oh, I've heard of this band, or I have heard of this band, or I've heard of this singer, but never have actually like sat down and actually listened to one of their songs. And this has come up like quite a few times on my feed, and I just really want to check it out because again, I like to explore new music and I like to explore my horizons. But I really wanted to figure out like what the meaning of the song was about. Like, so I went and did a research, and it's basically, living in cold New York, and you're just longing for that warmth and sunshine of California, which I mean, I've never been to California. I want to visit at some point, but it used to like it's all year round. It's just sunny and warm, and you can definitely understand, like, when you live in a cold state, and you're just like, oh man, I long for that just sun and warmth. And I mean, I definitely at certain points in my life have definitely felt that, like, man, I can't stand this cold. I want to go somewhere warm. I want to go to a beach. Like, I love a beach. And me and my husband were talking about that the other day. We were like, we want to go to a beach, like go back to a beach. But and like the lyrics like really had portrays like a melancholy mood and a desire to really escape the harshness of the New York City winter. Because I mean, I know it can get cold in New York. Again, that's another place I've never been. I just heard it can get really cold there. But apparently, it also like, and it has another interesting backstory because apparently Michelle Phillips, who's one of the band members, apparently was feeling homesick because she wanted to go back to her native California because they were in New York and she wanted to go back to California. and John Phillips, who I think at one point they were married. Let me know in the comments. But they apparently he was inspired by her, like her desire, her homesickness to go back, and really wanted to go back to that sun and warmth. And I mean, and apparently he was inspired by her feelings to write this song. But it definitely, like, I mean, it definitely has that, like, it definitely has that melancholy mood to it, like especially once it gets into the middle. But you can definitely, like, it definitely still has that like happy tone to it, like in the kind of in the beginning. But I want to get back into this because I'm liking the song so far, and I want to see how the rest of this finishes out. Is that a flute? All right. That was a good one. That was a good one. I really like, I can't wait to really to get into more from them, because I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about the Mamas and the Papas, and like I said, I like to explore my horizons, I like to explore new music, and I definitely this was definitely it was definitely a unique song because it had that tone of happiness, but then once you get into the middle, it definitely has that melancholy mood to it, and like I alluded to earlier, and it's definitely, you're like sitting there and you're like, okay, like this is a good song, I like this melody, I like the, and everything about it. But then, like, you kind of get into the background, and really when you do some research, you're sitting there being like, oh, this is about, a lot of it is about homesickness and wanting to go back to the state where you were born, and wanting to, and you don't want to, because if you do live in a state where it's like, warm basically all year round, and then you go into a cold environment, I mean, that is a vast difference. And we all at some point have definitely been like, oh, we definitely been homesick. We definitely, like, when we live in a state that gets cold and you just want some warmth and sunshine. I mean, I can definitely understand that. But I definitely like the song. I definitely will be checking out more from this group. But yeah, I thought it was great. But what do you guys think? What's your favorite, the Mamas and the Papas song? What other songs of theirs would you like to see me react to? Or are there some other songs, but some other artists that you would like to see me react to? But if you like what you saw in here and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like and share, comment below. That way you will get notified when I drop new videos, and it will also too just really help me keep the channel growing, keep it out there. I really want to see where it goes. And I also have a Patreon, which is honestly one of the best ways to help support the channel, and you'll get access to videos a day before they premiere on YouTube. The link will be in the description. If you like what you saw with this video, hopefully I'll talk some more other content that I have on here. I've reacted to a lot of really cool songs on here. But until then, stay safe, have a great day.